Hey everyone, how's everybody doing? Arturo Spraycasso here. So I'm hanging out with a buddy of mine, and I thought it would be fun to just kind of hang out, spray paint, talk. If you guys got some questions, maybe we can talk about some of the oncoming projects that we're doing here on Spraycasso Studios, some of the upcoming videos and tutorials and stuff, and maybe we can all just hang out, chit chat, and talk. I really don't know what we're gonna paint, but I'm gonna start with maybe some pink. I really like that fantasy style of paintings, and so I like to use a lot of pink. The beauty about pink is that you can mix it with other colors, and I especially like to mix it with blue. Dark blue. It gives us this nice purple. So let's get some blue. Let's see.
So are those your first two favorite colors to start with?
Yeah, I think as I was mentioning, if we use some blue tones on top of this pink, we'll get some nice transitional purples. And I think, look at that. Oh crap, is this black? No, nope, it is black. Alright, I know I have the dark blue here somewhere. Well, you know what? Light blue will do. I know, I got my own brand of spray paint. I don't have any blue. Alright, let's do this. So I've gotten a lot of questions lately about getting on TV, and how it's done, and how hard it was, and what's the things that people need to know. Oh, let's see, the camera has gone blurry. Oh, all right, hold on, crew. I gotcha. Oh, there we go. And so, if this is something that you guys want to talk about, maybe we can kind of cover the topic a little bit. Oh, got some paint on the phone. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add, like I said, some blue here. This can be maybe some background plants. What I like, take a look at this. We have this really dark shape right here, and then it transitions here in the background. Well, we can use that to create the effect of distant plant life in the back. Let me see, where's my, this is it right here. So maybe we can talk about what is the things that you guys are going to need to get onto television if you guys want to pursue that.
Do you need like some special skills or something?
Well, you know what? You do. You have to learn about what places to go, what kind of programs to target. You're going to need to know a lot about video editing, certain software, that some of the things that is required so that whenever you record, you can actually record and produce for national television. Some of the standards out there. It actually took a lot of time to get all this information together.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So there's definitely a lot to it, and I think if this is something that you guys want to pursue, maybe. I have a lot of it written down, and that's one of the things that's been taking a lot of my time, is that I've been putting down all this information into booklets, DVDs, and you name it. We have a lot of great information coming up, and it'll be available pretty soon on spraycasso.com.
Okay, cool. So that'd be cool. Be able to buy it.
Yeah, it'll definitely be available there for sale. And like I said, it's not just that. It's how to get on television is one of them.
What is that you're holding in your hand?
Oh, this is a straight edge. Now the straight edge is used to create various effects, throughout your painting. One of the main effects that we can do with it is separate water terrain with actual terrains in the background. Oh, my camera is having a hard time focusing here. Sorry about that, crew. Let's see who's watching right now.
This is just a live video, huh?
Yeah. Chris Pix, how are you? Cody, Fernie, hey everyone. Good to see you all here. How's everyone's Monday coming? Oh man, it definitely felt like a Monday for me. It was just one of those really long days. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to separate this, maybe make this into a land. I'm going to add some water here on the bottom. So whenever you're creating water, you're going to want to try to mimic the colors that you see above. There's that rule that says, so as above, do below or something. Well,
like the mirror effect, huh?
Exactly. It's just like the mirror effect. So I'm going to try now to mimic some of the colors here, like this. I already have in my mind where I want this land separation.
And what else is those straight edges used for? Just find that at some store? Or?
Well, you can actually go to hardware stores. There's different brands out there, and there's different sizes. I recommend you get as many as different sizes as possible. Now, we do have a couple of contracts with a straight edge manufacturing company, so we're going to be offering some of their products on our website, and you can definitely take a look at them there if you guys can't find them anywhere else. And it'll be 3 different sizes. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it was 3 inches, 6 inches, and I think it was going to be a foot long type of straight edge. Basically the sizes that are most commonly used. Alright. Let's continue on this. You guys saw what I did there with the straight edge? Nice little white burst. You created a straight line. You can now use this as a water separator. Oh, let me move my camera a little bit. You can add some terrain here. Maybe overlap it in the background. It's up to you guys.
I was noticing you sprayed on the actual straight edge and not on the paper.
Yes, you always want to spray paint directly onto the straight edge. Let me show you a quick sample. Let me use some black. Let me show you the difference of what happens when you spray directly onto the painting. Here, I'm going to spray paint right here and I'll show you. So I'm not going to spray directly onto the painting yet. Notice what I sprayed and notice the definition of that line. If you actually spray on your canvas, you'll get this really dark burst. Yeah, no, it'll damage your painting. I mean, look at that. That's why you want to just very lightly bounce it off your straight edge before.
Good luck improving from that.
Oh God, it would definitely be hard. And I know that some of the questions that we've gotten a lot is, how do you improv? Some people get kind of, I don't want to say that they give up on the painting, but if they can't fix it, they say they just kind of tear it up and throw it away and then start a new one. I often try and tell people not to do that. I tell them to, go with the flow, roll with it, roll with it. I think it shows a bit of an insecurity or a problem. I think maybe clients might see it as not a capable artist if you stop in the middle of it, shred it and then start again. So you always want to kind of continue with it until you're done. I think that creates more of a self-confidence assurance for the client. And if they don't buy it, that's fine. They can wait. You can wait until you make the next one. So that's something to keep, to think about. We created a PDF that talks about all the materials that are needed for the spray paint of art. So maybe you're not a spray painter yet and you want to get involved and you don't know what to take or what to do to get there. Take a look at this PDF. We talk about the materials that we use, our paints, the caps, the bowls, all this other stuff. Great information.
Cool. Right. Put a link or something like that for them.
Yeah. Well, you know what, guys? I'll put a link right below. All right. So we're going to use some black, and I'm going to create some plants. Perhaps these plants are close to us. You don't see the plants yet? So I'm going to use the same water line right here to make this separation between these plants and this, whatever is going on here in the background. I'm going to use a little bit of a sea sponge. I still don't know where I want to take this to, but I do have a pretty good idea of what I'd like to see. So I'll head that way until it changes. That's another topic we can talk about, you know. I know a lot of people often think that it's that you know exactly what you're going to paint, and I don't really think that's the thing at all. I think most people just kind of go with the flow, and the painting takes them places.
In art class, they had us draw a bunch of shapes and just keep trying to make something out of those shapes as a practice for improv.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just kind of like the same thing. As soon as you make a blotch, trying to make it into something.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's exactly it. Or they would do a like a random squiggle, and then they'd pass it to somebody else, and then that person had to.
Yeah, that's exactly what we did. Yep. Yeah. Exact same game.
Yeah, man. Oh, art.
That's pretty fun.
Art class. Dude, I was like the biggest art nerd in school. Loved it. Man, not once. Not in high school. I wouldn't have thought I'd be the one teaching, you know, how to do spray paintings, and I just didn't think. I was okay as an artist. I mean, I painted a lot, I drew a lot, but I just never saw myself, you know, going down this path. If anything, I thought it was going to probably be acrylics or pastels.
Did you have any favorite art teachers? Did they like spray painting? That's what I wanted.
Oh man, no. You know what? It was his name was Mr. Michalski. Man, that guy was a pain in the butt. Man, I don't think he liked me very much, but he was really cool. No, I remember I used to do pastels, and so that was around '98. After I came back from a trip, I actually took a trip to Mexico, and I learned, you know, how to spray paint from one of the guys that created it, man. He's one of the four, and I spent some time with him. A really great guy. And I just knew from then on that this is what I wanted to do. So I remember when I came back down to Carlsbad, I told my art teacher, I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to try this with spray paints. Man, he flipped out. He was like, no, I don't like graffiti. I don't like doing this. You know, it was in a very negative way, and I realized that that's true. People, when they first hear that you're a spray painter, they tend to think that you're, you know, destructive graffiti, you know, go out there and tag a wall or something.
That's what you were telling me about whenever you were trying to get on TV. You were saying that it was rough because people were assuming it had to do with graffiti right away.
Oh, man. So, yeah, whenever, oh, man, this was Albuquerque, 2002 maybe, 2003. I became a producer for PBS. You know, I took the classes, went through all that, man. It took a long time, actually. Once we did that, the biggest obstacle we had was that whenever we pitched the idea to the show producers, you had to tell them, I had to show them that how our art differed from graffiti. And, you know, I said, not that graffiti is any less of an art, because no, by no means, man, those guys are great artists. But everybody takes them in a negative demeanor the moment that you say that you're a spray painter. So the biggest obstacle we had was that we had to convince them that we believe that this type of spray painting may be a deterrent to destructive graffiti. And after that, they kind of eased up a little bit. But it took a long time, even to get into gallery displays. You know, they didn't want to take us in because they didn't know how to classify us, and so that took some time too. I remember that. We started competing in the multi-mix or multimedia competitions, and we started winning. You know, people noticed it.
People would put balls of yarn and stuff. You're like, what is that? You call that art?
Oh man, I agree with you. It's so maybe that's why we won so much, man.
They were digging the real art.
Yeah, man, they're like, oh, look at those guys. Yeah. So it took a while to get into that, but yeah, we can definitely. You know, if you guys are interested in it, I'm almost done with the book. I do intend on adding several chapters on how to get into the television, how you can make money from it if you want to go down that route. I think for the most part, some people just want to...
Have you thought about teaching how to do your own YouTube channel and make money from that and everything?
You know what? That's actually a really good idea. Man, I get this question asked a lot. You know, how did you get started with YouTube? I know a lot of people want to know how we became partners with YouTube. Yeah, man, it's just so much to talk about. So many different steps that you have to take that, you know, it would take a while. But yeah, I mean, that's a great idea. How many of you guys would like to see something like that? Maybe we can start writing, putting together a package. So you guys think of some ideas and let's discuss it. What else would you guys like to learn? Let's see. So here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the illusion that we have a path coming down to maybe a little bit of a like a river going through here. Maybe we can make it into a little cove. I like the colors. I like the way this has. It has a nice flow to it. So I'm going to keep working on that. I'm thinking I'm going to add maybe some terrain right about here.
I'll throw some orange in that, like a sunset or something. It looks like it's like
some orange.
Maybe the sun going down, you know, it's all silhouetted.
Yeah. I don't know if I can use some orange on this.
Orange, huh?
No, I don't think so. Well, maybe here on the top. If we add some orange on the top, it might...
You have to add it on the bottom, though.
Yeah, right about here, down here somewhere. All right. Well, it's not off the table.
You're talking about.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and it wasn't hard. It just took several sprays. It's not like I added a whole lot of detail, but I kind of saw it.
Major detail on one side, and that's what dictates what's land and what's
Yep,
what's actually
exactly,
water.
Exactly. Now, if you want to give this the illusion that this water is actually, very ripply. I don't know if that's even a word, Ripley. I think it's a last name, isn't it?
Ripley's, believe it or not.
Yeah. We'll believe this. Okay, I'm going to add some clear coat here on the bottom. Now, you're going to want to get this pretty saturated. All right. I'm just going to use, I was going to say my clean fingers, but they're all, we'll take a risk right here. I'm just going to smear this back and forth. This right here is going to give you the illusion of ripples.
So you're using the paint thinner in the clear coat then to redissolve what dried up.
Yes, yes. And see, that's another thing. I hadn't planned on doing this to the water. I hadn't. But it was my ability of going with the flow when things change, when you get an idea. So I definitely, guys, if you, I encourage you to keep trying. Keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. If you think you've messed up on a painting, you know what? Step back for a little bit, not too long, because obviously, you can't. I think you only got like 12 hours, 24 in some states. Other than that, the paint, becomes kind of hard to work with. But in this stage, we're still able to do this effect and see. Now we've determined and clarified where the water is. And I mean, I don't know, but look at that. That looks pretty good to me. Okay, I'm going to add maybe a piece of land down here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Wait. Oh, I think I'm out of black. It's always black, white, and clear that I always run out of. I think that's for every spray painter out there as well. Yeah, I'm going to use the soft tip tool on this.
You're going to have to start keeping black and white and clear as
yeah, man.
Separate color.
I think you're right.
Like a whole case of it.
Actually, you know what? That's been brought up so many times. Like, can we just order? And yeah, I mean, oh man, there's just so much that we're still learning, guys.
Yeah. You're telling me about your, you have some fluorescents.
Oh, yeah. Our line of fluorescents. We're just finishing up. In fact, what you've seen here, this is the sample of what the fluorescent pink looks like. and that's the one I've been ordering as samples, you know, for myself. But I think it works really well. There were some minor changes to the formula, and I think it's a keeper. So we'll have those out pretty soon. The fluorescent colors will include pink, yellow, green, and blue. Yeah, I was trying to decide if we really wanted the blue, so maybe that's something else that you guys can help us out with. What do you think? Blue? It's not going to be a dark blue. It's going to be a blue like this, you know, fluorescent like. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Cobalt almost.
Yep. A little bit of it's going to add a little bit more black. Can you guys see the terrain, the piece of land right here? Oh, good. All right, let me add. Yeah, why not? Piece right here. Now, with this soft tip tool, notice the terrain. Notice how awesomely detailed it can get. You can do this with a magazine sheet, but the handle makes all the difference. That's just the way you hold the tool. All right, let's do this. Tap, 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 tap. Just gonna tap here. Maybe add a little rock right there.
To the opposite, say, sad little rock right here.
Oh man, I used to do that, especially in Albuquerque. I think it was our, oh gosh, I don't know, 120th episode or something. And so I thought it would be funny to wear a Bob Ross wig. Yeah. So I would go out there. You know what? We actually got, a lot of people were cool with it. They knew that we weren't meaning any disrespect. I mean, dude, I grew up watching Mr. Ross there, and I never meant it as a disrespect, man. But we got some hate mail there.
Oh,
man. How dare you insult Bob Ross? No, man, we weren't insulting him. Oh man, but man, am I that
Unless
ugly?
they're insulting you. I think by saying that.
Those bastards just call me ugly. Get my pepper spray. Oh man. Yeah. So, all right. I think, you know what? I'm gonna add just a few little smears here. Now notice how detailed your rocks can look. I mean, that's pretty sharp. I really love this tool. You know, when we first started this, and our Spraycasso tools were these. They're made out of aluminum, I think, really thin. That's not aluminum. I can't remember what material it was, but they're really thin. They were really sturdy, you know, and you can create a lot of effects with it. But we've come such a long way that you can still use these, but man, I'm telling you, rubber tipped, it makes painting so much easier and fun. I mean, I have them. Maybe I just need a life. Hell kind of ringer was that? Oh man.
My girlfriend tells me I gotta change my ringer because I have the same one as her now. Broke my phone and I got a new one, so whenever you have the same ringer, everybody's running for the phone.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. So I changed my ringer to be Darth Vader, the Imperial March, whenever Glow calls, you know. She heard it. And she just looked at me and she said, "That better not be my ringtone." Nah.
How do you know?
She's like, "What is that anyways? That sounds scary." I was like, "Oh,
you know,
man.
Darth Vader's army."
Let's see, maybe just a few little rocks right here. Bam.
That's a fishing spot right there.
Oh man, doesn't it? You know, usually that's what I try to do when I'm painting, man. I try to picture myself.
Try to put a little silhouette guy with a little string in the water.
You'll know that's me.
Me too, man.
I'm just gonna spray a little bit of clear coat here on the bottom, guys. Cleaning the tool. A clean tool is a happy tool.
You're cleaning it on that stuff that you line cabinets with, huh?
Ah, yes. I don't know the proper name of it, but...
I think that's what it is, like a cabinet liner, right?
Cabinet liner, yeah. Yeah. Okay, there you go, guys. Go to the hardware store or Walmart and cabinet liner. It's this stuff, man. Yeah, you know, you can put dishes on top of it and stuff that won't slide. It's coming so handy to me. I love it. Wish I would have invented it somehow. For spray painting is great. Especially if you get a little bit of paint underneath your painting. Look at that. It holds it in place. Well, I don't know now that I've... It's going to be moving all over the dang place now. Now see what I'm doing here? I'm trying to create the effect of ripples. So I'm just going to do that down here, especially down here where the black.
Have you ever seen Leonardo da Vinci's drawings of ripples in water?
No.
It's a pencil drawing.
You'll be kidding me. Really?
Yeah, it's really cool. I'll have to send you a link or something to that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Let's post this so that everyone can see it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add maybe some more plant life here on the bottom. Right here where the water's starting to connect with the rocks, it's one of the techniques that I'm known for. I'm always telling people to try out. Crap. Oh. I thought it was out of black, but I see I have some more over there. Okay. Just going to use a little bit of a sea sponge. Tap, 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 tap. I'm going to start tapping here into the water. Tap, 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 tap. It's probably my favorite part to do in the paintings. So when I'm doing the grass strands. Love it.
If you ever use Photoshop, the liquefy.
Liquefy.
That's what it reminds me of, the little liquefy little tool. You like drag out pieces to make some sort of like wisps.
Man, I freaking love Photoshop. Whoever created it, it's brilliant. Alright.
Gotta be millionaires by now.
Oh god, you know it. Oh, isn't it? I think it's Adobe, isn't it?
Yeah, Adobe.
Yep, there you go. Okay. It's starting to take... Oh. I dropped the sponge right on it. It's starting to take shape, as you guys can tell. There's a little road coming down. I still need to find, you know what? Spraycasso funnel. I need to make a funnel real quick. So that we can... I'm just going to use this piece right here so that we can continue. I need to make some trees. And you know what? I don't know what happened to all my funnels. I don't know if Jared's playing a prank on me or what. Alright. So let's make a funnel.
Do you have to use tape or anything like that?
Yeah, I got some. Some tape right here. You mind cutting me a piece there, man?
Gotcha. As long as it's not clear. Chase the end of it.
Oh God, it takes forever. All right.
Good to go.
All right, hold on. I need some more of that tape. Yeah. That's going to be an issue. Oh, thank you. All right, so what we're doing here is we're trying to prevent the paint from escaping from this little container.
It's like a little boat with a hole in it.
You sounded Canadian.
Little boat.
Little boot.
I gotta...
In about my boot. All right, there you go. So that's the infamous funnel. All right, I'm going to use a little bit of black.
At first I thought you were going to stick the whole like darn thing in there somehow with your finger.
All right, here we go. You mean stick this whole thing in
Yeah,
here?
like I thought you were going to stick your finger in there.
All right, I'm just going to put, bam, I'm just going to. Just add a little more.
And do you just kind of improv where you put them in?
Yeah.
Or do you have any like special rules, like rule of thirds? I've heard people talk about that.
The golden ratio.
Yeah.
Oh man. No, I just usually go for whatever looks good, feels right. And, you know, of course, that's going to be different for all of us, you know, once you find your groove, your own style. Oh, and I'm out. Okay, but I mean, see, it's starting to take shape. You see the little path that comes from over there, comes down. Nice little water spot. You can still see some of the plant life in the background, which is the further piece of the background. And then we're going to put other layers in front of it. Maybe we'll have some trees overlapping some of these trees. And let's do that real quick. A little bit of black there. Bap, 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 bap. Now, I know I still have a rock here, but I'm just going to darken it up a little bit more. Same thing with this one. Okay. You know what? I think I have a black right here. Yep.
And you're saying you're making more books and everything. Is there a place where you're like keeping all that so that people can find it?
Yes. Well, we're going to be putting that right on the website. So if you go to spraycasso.com, look up for the link that says free video tutorials. Go check them out there. When you click on that link, it'll take you to another page. And from there, it's very easy. You just become a member, subscribe. You know, we'll give you the link to where all my videos are located. Well, you know, guys, that brings me to another thing that I'd like to talk about. So we had removed the videos on YouTube for a little bit because we were doing some file transfers, you know, between our website and stuff. So they were out, but we are going to bring those back.
Yeah, you're telling me it was also to make it easier for people to find the video so they know what you're doing.
Yep. That was another thing too. while we were doing the file transferring and everything, we thought we'd make a little video to get everybody's attention on how to get the latest updates for Spraycasso. And we thought, well, okay, while we do the file transferring, maybe we'll just put this one video up, kind of make sure that everybody gets the download, the latest news on what we're doing. Let everybody go to our website, sign up, register, and get the benefit of knowing everything that we're working on, all these books that we're writing and information booklets. If you guys are serious about going any further with this, with the art of spray painting, you'll definitely see a lot of benefits of some of these books.
Yeah, I was telling you, I just came back from Vegas, and there's full-on businesses that are running on the same exact things that you're teaching.
Yep.
And I see them out there. They have whole crowds crowding around them. And man, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Oh, yep.
Pretty
Yep.
cool.
No, there's actually a tight, close spray painting community that it's almost like a guild, especially if you want to perform in bigger cities, Vegas, New York type of thing. Again, secrets of the trade, that spray painters want to get to know. If you guys are more interested about talking about some of that stuff, yeah, we can definitely cover some of those areas. But it's such a lengthy topic that maybe that's on our next tutorial. All right, I'm gonna add this spot right here. I'm gonna add some black. I think I just drained the entire black while I was talking. Right here. Oh, that was a lot. All right, so you guys just saw that I accidentally put a lot of paint on this one. That doesn't mean I'm going to give up on it. Nope, it just means we're going to have to improvise.
So you're just spreading it out slowly with the tip of it.
Yep,
Just
that
dragging
means
it
our
across.
tree is going to have to be a little bit bigger. And this part right here, well, we can manipulate that with our handy dandy Spraycasso tool. Bam. Look at that. Now all we have to do is wait for this to dry, and we'll add some highlights defining where the light source is hitting it, giving it a 3D effect on it, and you're not even going to see how it kind of blends in with some of this background. All right, well, I think we're almost done with this one, guys. It's definitely a work week, so we gotta call it early. But if you guys liked hanging out, let me know. If you guys got questions, comments about some of the products that we're bringing out, please, send us an email. Go to our website, check it out. I'm just gonna add some tree leaves right here. That will make these trees the illusion that they're really close to us. Look at this. We can add some highlights later. Remember, whenever you add highlights to a silhouette layer, it stops being a silhouette layer. Alright, I'm just going to add a little bit here and there.
And I'm actually posting that picture of that Leonardo da Vinci's water.
Oh yeah, hey guys, go check it out. I'll
post them on the Spray Paint Master Revolution.
Oh, okay. Well, there you guys have it. Take a look at it. I know I will. Go see what good old Leo was doing with pencil. It's probably just gonna depress me, but oh, crap. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna call it for tonight, guys. But if you guys enjoyed this hanging out, please let us know. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe we can continue this on the next hangout. All right, crew. Until next time, keep those cans shaking. Later, guys.